Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
I'd be able to put stuff on her of different sizes.
There he is. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Oliver. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm here with your lawyer, Mr. Truck. He just moved these here now.
Yeah, I seen him a little bit ago.
All right, he's
Your
quite
Honor, for the court's
handsome.
benefit, Miss Oliver goes by Grace.
Oh, Grace, all right. Grace Oliver, also formerly known as Michael Scott Oliver. You prefer Grace?
Yes, sir. I'm going through feminization process.
All right. Very good. This is an old case. It's file 20500 FY.
Yeah, I know, I goofed up.
It's alleged that you received a concealed stolen property worth more than $1,000. That's a felony, the way it's charged, punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment.
Right.
This had to do with a motor vehicle.
Yes, sir. I
Prosecutor Josh Robert is here, and he has agreed to dismiss the felony charge for a plea to receiving concealing property over 200, but less than 1,000, which is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. Is that correct, Mr. Robert?
That is correct.
The allegation is that you took this guy's truck.
Yeah, I borrowed it, but I had it longer than I was supposed to.
Yeah, you borrowed it and you kept it for like 6 months or something. It was a 90 GMC Sierra. So did you borrow this truck from this guy in Ohio and then just drive it to Michigan and stay up here with it?
Well, I borrowed it from the guy I was working for to come up here. I've been trying to unseal my adoption records when I originally came up here. And I had it longer than I was supposed to, yes, sir, which I shouldn't have, but things kind of got bad for me when I came up here with the whole adoption thing.
All right, well, it was reported stolen quite a long time before they actually got you with it. December 2nd, and they found you on January 2nd of 2020. Now, that was a long time ago. It's 4 years ago. You had some other cases here in Michigan in the meantime. Do you have anything else pending, Mr. Oliver? Do you have any other cases pending? Grace?
No, sir. No.
Mr. Robert, did the truck get returned 4 years ago?
I believe so.
All right, well, let's nail this down. Grace Oliver, did anyone threaten you to get you to plead to this charge
No, sir.
or promise you anything?
No, sir.
Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury, and there will be no trial? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
If you had a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. Mr. Truckee is here representing you. You could also hire an attorney of your own choosing if you wished. If you had a trial, yep. All right, if you have a right to have, you have a right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury. At that trial, you'd have a right to testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to, because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury cannot hold your silence against you. You'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. And you would have the right to be presumed innocent if and unless the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. And if you chose not to testify, the judge or jury could not use your silence against you. So you told me you took this guy's truck and you kept it longer than you were supposed to, and it got returned. Let's see how long you've been in jail.
Since the 3rd of this month.
How did you come to get arrested?
I was actually walking down the road on a property that had no trespassing sign. And that's when the officer stopped me and 3 other people from Keystone Shelter. I was out smoking weed because I'm dealing with a lot of pain and head from an injury back in December. And he asked me if I had a problem showing my ID, and I said no. And I stood there and talked to him. I was told him I was getting ready to start a job the following day, and then this came up, and I said, okay, and I just went with him, just resolved it.
Mr. Robert, what's your position?
If they've been in jail that long, this case is old. I'm not looking for any additional jail time.
Mr. Truckee, what would you like me to know?
Well, yeah, this case is 4 years old, and Miss Oliver has been staying in Keystone, been working with Lisa Yanatelli from the jail. She's provided some reports. I would just like the court to know that Miss Oliver's been housed alone the whole time because of gender issues at the jail. So the 18 days is really, I imagine, felt like 18 days.
All right. I'm going to order 18 days, credit 18 days. I'm going to waive the fine. I'm going to order a $75 crime victims' rights fee and a $50 state minimum fee. That's the minimum I can owe. I'm going to waive the attorney fee. You have $125 or 2 more days in jail. I'm not going to chase you around for this. So you'll get out today if you have $125. If not, you're going to have to do 2 more days, then you can get out. Hopefully this will have a bed for you at Keystone.
Actually, they may not. I might have to go to the shelter in Kalamazoo, but I don't have no funds, so.
I would note, Your Honor, that Miss Yanatelli is up. She has provided me an email that Keystone was holding until the 21st, hopeful of a good outcome. So,
all right, well, he may get out today. Okay. Ms. Oliver, good luck to you. This old case is resolved. You don't have it hanging over your head anymore, and you're free to go. Laura, do you have anybody in custody? All right, good luck.
thank you.
I'm gonna close that room out. Ross, thank you. I'll catch up with you. You've had a rough week. I don't want to go into it here, but anyway, best wishes to you and your family.
Thank you.